Welcome to this Yin and Yoga Nidra practice. My name is Alex. This evening, we are going to be focusing on the solar plexus chakra, which is the chakra that's located between the sternum and the belly button, so the upper abdomen area. So we'll start our evening practice with some gentle movement, allowing us to come into our bodies and just kind of wiggle out any energy before we settle into yin and finally our yoga nidra practice. So let's come onto hands and knees. And actually, before we fully start here, some props that you might want for this practice could be anything for warmth. So a pair of socks, sweatshirt, blanket, and then any items that you want for comfort and support. So items like a bolster or a couch cushion or some pillows, maybe some blocks. You don't need any props necessarily, but it does make the practice a little bit more accessible. So we'll come into tabletop with your eyes closed. Find some natural and intuitive movement. So starting to move in any ways that feel good for your body. Maybe swaying the hips from side to side, or taking circles or figure eights with your hips. And then from here, let's come back to a neutral position. Check in with your alignment. Your shoulders are somewhat above your wrists. Your hips are above your knees. We'll draw our right foot back as you lengthen through the right leg. Take a full breath in here. As you exhale, draw your knee towards your face. Inhale to re-extend your right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Once more, re-extend. With your exhale, release your knee to the ground. We'll take this to the other side. With a breath in, reach your left foot back. Exhale, knee to nose. It's okay if the knee doesn't quite meet the face. I'm just finding some rounding in for the spine. Keep moving with your own breath. The next time your foot is lengthened or your leg is lengthened, release your knee to the ground. Once again, find some natural and intuitive movement. And pressing in through your left palm, reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, sweep your right arm and hand behind your left arm. Maybe you gently rest your hand on your shoulder for a moment, and then inhale to re-extend the right hand to the sky. Exhale to sweep. Once more, we'll inhale, extend, and release your right hand to the ground. We'll take this to the other side. Left hand goes towards the ceiling. Exhale to release. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to sweep. Find length. And release your left hand to the ground. We'll come into our first shape. Sinking the heels back towards the hips. Your legs are nice and close together. You could place a blanket or a towel or something for extra support and cushion under your shins if they're sensitive tonight. And then from here, let your eyes come to close. And draw your awareness to that solar plexus space, the space between your sternum and your belly button. And visualize a yellow orb of light. And the solar plexus is the place of our inner knowing, our personal truth and power. When in balance, we feel a sense of confidence. And the solar plexus, given the location, also governs physically the stomach, pancreas, gallbladder, liver, and adrenal glands. And keeping that in mind, we're going to take our hands and make fists. So actually taking the right hand, making a fist, and then kind of cupping that fist with your left hand. We'll draw the hands to that space, the solar plexus. If you had a meal recently, you might just actually plant your hands soft on your solar plexus. From here, we'll draw ourselves forward and down, resting on our hands and our thighs, drawing the forehead to the ground or to a block. You'll feel that gentle pressure in your abdomen. If it's too much, again, you can find flat hands. If at any point you are experiencing too much sensation, even with your resting hands pressing against your abdomen, you can release your hands at your sides, coming into a traditional child's pose. As you start to settle in here, notice what you are feeling. Taking note of physical sensations, thoughts, emotions. As you're ready, begin to draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And you might just gently place your hands over your solar plexus, feeling the warmth and energy radiating from your hands. You might keep both hands connected, or maybe just keep one hand connected to that space. We're going to begin with some breath work here. So we're going to do a breath of fire, which is a forceful exhale and a passive inhale, breathing in and out through the nose. It's a fast breath. So what this looks like, I'll demonstrate, is squeezing the abdomen as you exhale, squeezing the air out, almost as though you are stoking a fire. You might let your eyes come to close or allow the eyes to be soft as you do this. So we'll take a deep breath in to prepare. Full breath out. And we'll begin breath of fire in and out through the nose. Nice passive inhale, forceful exhale. Doing your best. And there's no right or wrong here. You can go at your own pace. At any point, you need to take a full breath in and then come back to your breath of fire. You're welcome to do so. And just a few more moments here. Release the breath of fire. Take a big breath in through your nose. Sweet breath out through your mouth. And take a moment to just notice how you are feeling. Paying attention to any shift in energy. And we'll come all the way down to the floor, coming into a caterpillar shape, drawing your legs long in front of you. You might place something for support underneath the legs. You could place something on top of the legs as well. So if you have a bolster or pillow or cushion at home, it might be nice to slide that under your legs. And then before we fold in here, draw the top of your head up towards the ceiling. And start to shift forward from your hips. You might subtly draw your chin towards your collarbones. And become aware of any sensation that you're currently feeling. We'll begin to soften down towards the legs. Your upper body or your face do not need to meet your legs. There's no goal here. Find a place where you're feeling some healthy resistance. You're finding that edge where you're not feeling too much or too little. With time and stillness and gravity, you'll start to feel the fascia and the muscles releasing, allowing you to soften even more. In yin yoga, we use a phrase that is, if you're feeling it, you're doing it. Wherever it is that you are feeling sensation is exactly where you need this stretch. Allow your breath to be full and expansive for about 4 more breaths here. As you're ready to move out of this shape, begin to draw the top of your head up towards the ceiling. Move any props out of the way, keeping them close by. For our next pose, you might want a bolster, maybe if you have a bolster that's smaller than mine. Otherwise, a blanket rolled up might offer some nice support here. So we're heading into Sphinx. So coming onto your belly, you don't need a prop here, it's optional. Coming onto your belly and forearms, you might place a blanket or a towel rolled up under your solar plexus. Your forearms are resting on the ground. Your fingers are spread nice and wide. And gently press through your elbows. Your legs are long. Maybe you rock a little bit from side to side, swaying out the legs and the hips before settling in here. And you're welcome to stay here with focus and breath, looking forward. Or if you would like to invite some movement for your neck and your head, you can trace your chin from shoulder to shoulder. Maybe taking full circles with the head and the neck if that feels okay for you. If you would like to release your head and neck, you could draw your chin towards your collarbones. If you have blocks at home, you could rest your forehead on a block. With each inhalation, feel your belly and your solar plexus expanding. With compassion, become aware of any thoughts. Offer yourself 4 more breaths here. Press into your hands, make your way into tabletop. Take a couple of rounds of cat and cow here. Drawing the belly towards the earth, press through your palms, look forward, take a big breath in. As you exhale, round through your spine, drawing your chin towards your collarbones. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, rounding into cat. And come back to tabletop, find some free and intuitive movement. We'll come back to the earth, coming into a seat with feet planted, knees up towards the sky. And keep your bolster or pillow or cushion, if you have one nearby. We'll lower the knees to the right and then readjust the legs, coming into a deer twist. So we're setting up the foundation of our legs first. Your right foot might meet your left thigh, or maybe there's some space between the foot and the leg. And then if you have or are working with a yoga mat, your shins are somewhat aligned with the edges of the mat. We'll twist towards the right. You're welcome to stay here in this lifted version if this feels like enough sensation for you. You could also come down onto your forearms, or you could lower yourself down onto a bolster. And take a moment to get set up. Adjust as you need to. And then as you're ready, begin to find stillness. As you notice your mind starting to wander or create stories or to-do lists, you can bring awareness back to your breath or back to the solar plexus chakra. And soften into this twist for about 4 more breaths. Press through your palms if you're lowered towards the ground. Unwind your torso. Plant your feet with your knees up towards the ceiling. Let's gently sway the legs from side to side. And then we'll lower the knees over to the left. Adjust the positioning of your legs. And we'll twist towards the left. See how this side feels before assuming any shape. You might offer yourself the same variation for the upper body as you did on the other side, or you might try something different for this side. Bring awareness to any sensations. Allow your breath to be full and expansive. Offer yourself 4 more breaths on this side. As you're ready, begin to make your way out of this pose. Plant your hands on the ground behind you as you draw your knees up towards the ceiling. We'll gently sway the knees from side to side. And you can release the legs onto the ground. So we're going to set up for, actually it's a yogi's choice. So you can choose if you want to offer yourself supported fish, which is going to be more of a heart opener, or if you want to take a supported bridge. If you have a bolster or cushion at home, you might use that. So you could actually, for fish, you could take it vertically on the mat and then snug your sacrum up to the bolster, pillow or pillows, whatever it is that you're working with, and then lower your back onto your prop. If you want to come into supported fish with a set of blocks. You can take the blocks on the low or medium setting, placing one block horizontally across your shoulder blades and the other one is for resting your head on. And then if you want to head into a supported bridge, you can come onto your back. And then you can slide a block or a rolled up blanket or towel or a bolster underneath your sacrum, your low back. In whichever position that you take, you might let your arms come out at your sides, nice and wide, taking up space. Your legs can be long on the ground if you want more sensation. You could take the bottoms of your feet to touch, letting the knees fall to the sides for butterfly. Or you could keep your knees up towards the ceiling, maybe even walk your feet towards the edges of your mat for an internal rotation of the hips. Feel free to explore a few of these options. And then find one that works for you. As you breathe here, feel your solar plexus expanding with each inhalation, fully filling up your belly. If you took supported fish for your upper back, you might roll over to one side or engage in the muscles of the front body as you lift yourself away from your props and then make your way fully onto your back. If you're in supported bridge, replant your feet, lift your hips, move your prop out of the way. And then from our backs, let's draw our knees in towards our chest. It might feel nice to rock side to side or draw circles with your knees. We'll replant the feet. Press firmly in through the soles of the feet as you lift your hips. Set your hips over to the right a couple of inches. And then lower your knees to the left. You can adjust your legs as you need to. Maybe you cross that top leg over the left leg. Your legs might be bent, or maybe that top leg is straightened. And take your arms nice and wide. You might look over towards your right, drawing your right ear to the ground. Draw your knees back up towards the ceiling, coming back to center, realigning the spine. We'll press through the bottoms of the feet, lifting the hips, set the hips over to the left a couple of inches, dropping the knees to the right. Adjust as you need to. Again, you might take your gaze in the opposite direction as your knees. Without rushing, come back to center. Begin to set up for Yoga Nidra. You might lie in a traditional corpse pose or Shavasana, fully on your back with your palms facing up, legs long. You can offer yourself any items that you might want for comfort and warmth. It might even feel nice to have an eye pillow or a towel covering the eyes. Offer yourself a few moments, some time to set up and adjust. We'll begin our Yoga Nidra practice, a practice of deep relaxation and connection with your true self. You will remain awake throughout this session. All you need to do is listen to the sound of my voice. Allow my words to wash over you. Simply witness your experience. It's perfectly okay if you do not hear everything that I say. In this practice, it is natural to flow in and out of conscious hearing, but you will remain awake. The deepest part of you, your core self, is always listening. And once you have settled into stillness,
Remain still with your eyes closed throughout this entire session for deep rest and deep nourishment. Like a magnet, begin to attract and call home any pieces of your energy that may still be wandering about, either from earlier today or this week, or perhaps any of your attention that may be projecting into the future. Give your whole self permission to arrive here. You are here now, fully present, safe in the comfort of your home. Begin to notice everything you are aware of in this moment. Place your attention on sounds, smells, the temperature, the clothing upon your skin. Become aware of any thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations. Greet everything in your awareness with a sense of curiosity and compassion, and without any judgment. You are simply a witness to what you are experiencing. As your physical body settles and softens, visualize all of the places where your body connects with the earth below. Allow yourself to be supported here, as though you are being held in the arms of a loving mother. Notice how it feels to be held and supported. Without changing your breath, begin to notice your natural breath flowing through you. Feel your in-breath and your out-breath. Notice the temperature as it comes in and out through your nose or mouth. Follow the breath as it moves into the nostrils, down through the chest and abdomen. Follow the breath as it moves out from the lungs, esophagus, nostrils, or mouth. With each inhalation, visualize all of your cells being deeply nourished. With each exhalation, feel a sense of calm and softening. Go deep within now. Visualize and sense your solar plexus chakra, a vibrant yellow energy center located above your belly button. The solar plexus is the home of your inner knowing, personal truth and power, confidence and self-esteem. Physically, it governs your stomach, pancreas, gallbladder, liver, and adrenal glands. Connect now with your inner guidance system. What does your inner guide, your core self, want you to know? You may ask yourself, what do I need to know right now? I invite you to create an intention or affirmation or sankalpa based on the answer that you receive. And this may be a positive word or statement. It could even be an image or a feeling. Imagine it in the present tense as though it is already happening. An example of an affirmation or sankalpa could be, I trust who I am and what I know, or I am a sovereign being. And there's no need to overanalyze or apply logic to your intention. Trust whatever it is that comes through. If you find that you are struggling to create an intention, know that your intention may arrive later throughout this practice, and it's perfectly okay to not have an intention. Simply continue to remain present throughout the practice. And once you have created or visualized your intention, repeat it 3 times in your mind and feel it as though it is already happening. Allow your awareness to travel now through your body on a guided journey of sensation. Simply feel each part as it is mentioned, and without moving, remain still. Welcome all sensation just as it is. You will remain awake. Bring awareness to your solar plexus chakra, navel, lower abdomen, pelvis, front of the left hip, thigh, knee, shin, ankle, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, sole of the foot, heel, left ankle, calf, back of the thigh, left glute, sacrum and low back, right glute, back of the right thigh, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, top of the right foot, ankle, shin, knee, thigh, right hip, pelvis, lower abdomen, navel, solar plexus chakra, upper abdomen, sternum, left rib cage, left side of chest, right rib cage, right side of chest, left collarbone, right collarbone. Bring awareness to the front of your neck, throat, chin. Bring awareness to your mouth, tongue, lower jaw, lower row of teeth, upper row of teeth, gums, roof of the mouth, upper lip, lower lip, space between your lips, tip of the nose, left nostril, right nostril, both nostrils, both cheeks, left eyelid, right eyelid. Sense both eyes, left eyebrow, right eyebrow, space between the eyebrows, left temple, right temple, both temples, left ear, right ear, feel both ears, forehead, crown of the head, place your awareness on your left hand, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, left wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, Move awareness to your right hand, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, back of the head, back of the neck, whole spine, left shoulder blade, right shoulder blade, upper back, mid back, back side of the solar plexus chakra. And become fully aware of your whole body. Return your awareness to your solar plexus chakra. Visualize a bright yellow orb of light, powerful, trusting, radiant. Notice any additional qualities or insights as you focus on this light. Reconnect with your intention, repeating it to yourself 3 times in your mind. And the practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Bring awareness to your breath. With your eyes still closed, become aware of your surroundings. Feel into the support of the ground beneath you. You might roll over into a fetal position for a breath or two, or making your way into a seat. It might also feel nice to offer yourself a full body stretch. As you're ready, make your way into a comfortable seat with your eyes still soft or closed. We'll place both hands on our abdomen. I invite you to reflect on 1 to 3 things that you are grateful for in this moment. Bring your hands to touch in front of your heart. Thank you for sharing this yin and yoga nidra practice with me. I see you and I appreciate you. Namaste.